Been walking for 2.5 hours now. Covered about, I don't know, 5 miles, something like that. I'm really just going to walk around the field. Here looks a really good place. I don't know yet. If I can't get any flat ground, I built my hammock and my cocoon system. Well, could get it in the corner there, or up and over there, I think, by that tree. That first bit I looked at looks the best bit. Now I've got about, there's the sun, probably less than an hour goes down. Yeah, I think either in that corner here or up there. That's the road where you can see the top of the tree there, the top of the roof of the house there. So I don't want to be too close to the main road. I want to be close enough for a bug out, you know. Maybe just here's fine, you know, right in the corner. Alright, I'm calling this camp. It's in the corner of a field, pretty much secluded from the rooftop to the farm over there, a few hundred metres from the road. Now I've brought a lantern with me and a torch, so I shouldn't really need a fire, but if I can get a twig fire going, a little sneaky one, I will do. Now I'm losing the light here, so I'm up against it. I need to get the tent up if nothing else. Alright then, let's go for it. In the event of an emergency bug out, I'm not going to bother packing up the tent in its stuff sack. There's plenty of room inside the kit just to bunch it straight in. Nice. Let's look out. Now the sheep are coming back in. I scared them off before. That's a good sign. I always look out for them. And the tent's just gone up before I start losing the sun. Not long to go there. You never know. Might even rain. Right, I'm going to get things cosy in here. I'm back to you in a second. Right then. Anything I'm not using goes back in the Bergen. And I mean everything I'm not using. If I do need a fast escape, I'm disturbed tonight. I've gone with the foam mat. Don't have to de-inflate it, it's just comes down. I'm going to wait for it to go a little darker and then get a brew on. Might start that now because that doesn't let off a lot of flame. Got a nice little windshield for it so we can make a brew inside. Got some hot chocolate as usual. There's not much to show you in here really. Now the things I'm keeping out that are in the tent, a knife, obviously security, you know. I only just got this on Saturday morning, so I'm glad that it's now, I think it's the 18th, Sunday the 18th of August 2013, and this came Saturday. It's a little lantern, and as you can see it's had a few old burns, but it's enough to warm my the inside of my tent while I'm in it, and throw off a bit of light. So I'm just going to hang that up on one of the hooks inside the tent. I think I'll have this one at the front. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. So I was going to say I could read a book, haven't bought one. Nightmare. Another thing I bought stays in the tent tonight. My LED. This is for high illumination. I can just lie this on the floor while I quickly get all my tent, get it into the bag and gone. And this comes with a hanging hook, and there's a hanging loop at the back of the tent, so I've got two lights and a little night light. Now the candle is a 9-hour UCO candle, and it'll burn for 9 hours and give a little bit of heat off. Our sheep are coming back in the field here, so they're very trusting of me now, and if I see them run, I know there's something going on in the field. Always a great indicator when you're out and about. Try and find a field with sheep in. I once went to a field with no sheep, and in the morning, very early in the morning, the cow had put these big bull things in it. Well, it left me alone, but yeah, the farmer was up before I was. Anyway, I'm going to straighten out this tent. It needs a bit of finessing. And there we are. Look at that, last of the sun going down. And these are coming closer and closer. They've got used to me. It's a good sign. I hear them bolt, and I'll know something is awry. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Unfortunately, I'm right under power lines, so if it rains tonight, I think I'll hear them fizz. If it annoys me too much, I might just move the tent over to the other corner, but be alright. Problem number one, my hydration bladder here. I'm losing a lot of water. It's absolutely soaked on the outside there. So I filled this 2.5 litres before I came out, and I must have lost half of it. I'm lying it on its side now so it doesn't leak out. Either the actual bladder's got a hole in it, or it just needs tightening up at the bottom, but I haven't got any pliers or anything. I haven't got a multi-tool, otherwise I could just tighten that up a bit. So I'm going to lie that on its side because I'll need water for the morning and in the evening just to swig from. Anyway, I'm going to start repairing this, get the cooker out, and we'll get a brew on. brought a little bag of luxuries with me as well. You know, just an MP4 so I can watch a film, put my earbuds in, and you know, and then I don't have to listen to these sheep in the night coughing and barking like some sort of hysterical sheep. Saying that, I know I packed an MP4, but I'm not sure I bought it with me now. This is going to be a make it up as you go along kind of night for entertainment. That's just my windshield. I got it'll hide me from hide the flame from view. It'll also protect from the wind. But you know what? There's not an ounce of wind here. It's quite a nice evening. It really is a nice evening. Feels good to be out. Now the night sounds starting to happen. There's some pheasant over there. They're making quite a noise. Well, I should be safe enough here, shouldn't I? Managed to rescue a bit of water from the old bladder there that's leaking at the bottom. First thing I did was pour a cup of water out so I've got something warm to drink tonight. I'm going to get my lantern on when it goes dark, and there's a special treat for you and me. Look at rich dark chocolate digestives. They're just for you and me, I'm not sharing them. Okay, look at that, it's a roaring boil. And now I can touch the handle of my cup without burning my fingers, because I've wrapped paracord around it. First of all, I put some decorated builder's cork on it, wrapped the paracord around it, and just burnt the ends off there. This is throwing out a nice bit of heat, this little cooker. So I think in the night, if I was ever cold, that would do. I'm going to leave that running. Now then, clean this out. Ow. The other one's still hot though. Just clean that out. The sheepdog is barking there. I hope he doesn't know I'm here. I think I shall go. I'm going to save the Horlicks for later. Oh, look at this. That is gorgeous. Now I've had a meal before I came out, and I'll talk to you in a minute about how I do this. Big mound of, wow, that is a lot. That's going to be really, really rich. Okay. how thick that is. Give that a wash after. Okay, before I totally lose the light. Oh, that with a chocolate biscuit is going to be yummy. Right, there's the Coleman's just cooling down. Okay, somebody put in my comment box I'd like to see me doing more overnighters, well, filming them anyway. And the reason I don't film them is because usually it goes dark too quick. I haven't got the camera facilities to really film in the dark other than a torch and a mobile phone camera. That's all I use. And other people, you know, do better than me. You know, they do better overnighters. They've got better capabilities of filming. Plus they're with their pal and they're having a whale of a time and building a big fire. The only reason I do this, to be honest with you, it's just a bit of downtime. You know, get away for a bit, read a book. Now, when I'm on a stealth camp, like I am now, I don't tend to have a fire. I've got my lantern or my cooker, and that's plenty of heat and light for what I need. Artificial heat and light from a cooker is plenty, and I can fire that up instantly. I don't have to go hunting for wood to keep me warm at night. Plus, it's a dead giveaway when you're doing a stealth camp, having a fire. Another reason is if you're having a fire, you'll have to batten the wood if it's wet on the outside to get to the dry core. That makes a hell of a noise, especially if you're on someone else's land. Okay, so I really use this as just a bit of downtime, catch up on a bit of reading and everything, like I said, or watch a movie, just chillax, totally. Anyway, I've had a bit of a bad back this weekend, but I still went out on Friday, Sunday now, to film something for YouTube, for you guys, and I think you're going to love it. But guess what, the old camera phone started playing up, unable to read format, unsupported file format, something like that. I use a Samsung Galaxy S, and I don't know what it means, but I do know how to fix it. You format your SD card. So guess what? We lost a load of really, really good footage. The white deer that I told you about on one of my channels, on one of my episodes, he was out. Could have filmed it. My bird of prey, he was out. Now, I'm quite far away from where the bird of prey usually is. He doesn't venture this far, so we're not going to see him on tonight's exploits. It really is starting to go dark now. The sun is setting. The sheep seem happy. I'm happy. And no jokes in the comment box about sheep and me being Welsh. Mind you, that big blonde over there, that's got my name on it. Not really. As a bit of a joke, there's a YouTube link in the description box for grown-ups only, and I found it quite amusing. Some people don't. But if after you watch this and you fancy watching something to amuse yourself with for a few minutes, just click on that link in the description box. I won't tell you any more than that. Anyway, I'm going to take my boots off, or as I like to say, take my feet off. and have a proper little relax before it goes cold. And in my pack I have bought some powder for myself, and I do like to, you know, powder myself up, feet and down my trousers before I jump in, because like I said, I've been hiking a long way, sweaty feet, sweaty bits, and tomorrow I'm going to have a bath in this field, the Bushmans bath. So I'll show you the Bushman's bath as well. Not yet though. And just see what I've brought with me. Whew. Like I said, I'm losing water very quick here, which has annoyed me a lot. Simple wash kit. And brand new powder, baby powder, that's all I use. You know, in the army they're absolutely mad about talking your feet and eating chocolate and washing. Absolutely mad for it. So I thought I'd give it a go and see what all the fuss is about, you know. Because when you're on your feet all day, all night, and you sit down, it's a bit of a treat just to massage your feet. Now, I've also had a really bad back as of Friday, and I didn't know whether I was going to be able to carry my pack out with me last Friday. Even in bed I can wake up, and I mean, my back has gone before, so much so that you know, I couldn't walk for days, weeks, and it's starting to twinge again now. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. And it's starting to twinge again now, and what I don't want is for my back to bloody go, otherwise I won't be carrying this pack home with me. I should cut my toenails, really. And of course, don't forget to do anywhere else that you've sweated, because don't want to get in this tent and smell of sweaty feet. And if you're sharing a tent with your mate, get him to do this as well, or her. Women can have smelly feet as well. It's brilliant, love it, absolutely love it. Right, so I'm going to do the rest of me, and you're not seeing. I thought I heard the gate go at the top, which is where you're looking now. There's a gate. I thought I heard that open, but there's no one about. I didn't bring my binoculars, I usually do, and that would have been ideal tonight. Mind you, I'm in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean. Little tip for you, keep your brew in your boot, stops it getting knocked over. Another little tip for you. Okay, here's my leaking little hydration bladder. Okay, here's its filter. I'm going to pop the tube inside my tent and zip up halfway, and the other section, I'm going to zip up to it, like that. So my drinking tube is in the tent with me. If I want to take a swig in the middle of the night, I just feel for the tube. It's wet enough, because everything's wet with it. And I can take a swig from that. So I'll just put that right in the corner, like that. Right, MP4 in here. I've loaded some films onto it. I was going to load Evil Dead on it, and then have a night out on my own in the fields. But do you know what? Bugger that. Oh. Right. Reconnaissance. Check perimeter. Okay, we're good. And you can't see, but I can, that the sheep are still at the top of the field there. So no one's disturbing us. Okay, I'm going to let that cool down. Done my feet. Pack everything away that you're not using. That's critical. Okay, there's my warm brew. And you notice I put my Norgie on, not only for a bit of stealth but a bit of warmth, losing the light. So I'm going to warm myself up. Got my Gerber there. A very quick perimeter check. Back here, settle in for the night. And if it goes too dark, I'm just going to stop filming, and I'll talk to you in the morning, because usually I don't film these things at all. It's just a bit of downtime for me, really. But I thought I'd bring you along with me tonight. Okay, so I'm warm from the inside. I'm warm from the outside as well. And my back is absolutely playing up. I hope it's not going to give altogether. There's a farm dog barking from over there, so that's the first thing to check out. Right. Now it sounds like he's penned up. Might be on that farm over there. Now that farm is, I'd say, a good half mile away. Where's it coming from? There. Actually, it sounds like it's getting closer. Stopped. A coppiced woodland, uncoppiced woodland over here. You see? Let me zoom you in. Now you wouldn't recognise this because I'm on the other side of it. But a few months ago we did an overnighter here in, I think it was the Dutch Army bivvy. And it was on the outskirts of there. Look at that, pink clouds, lovely. Look at that. Wood pigeons are saying goodnight to us. You'll hear the last of all the creatures of the day, and the creatures of the night, like the owl and the fox and little rodents. They'll be coming out. Don't know if you can hear that wood pigeon. Now it's usually about this time that the wood pigeon says his good night. The way I'm going to sleep tonight is with my Bergen inside the vestibule, with the hydration tube zipped into the tent itself, Right, I'm on perimeter patrol now. Got my Gerber. I want to keep myself stealthy. Don't want to scare the sheep, because that's my signal for danger, or at least people about. It's gotten really quiet, really quiet. And what you want to do when you're on patrol like this is listen to your own footsteps. And get to know what that sounds like. And even if you go really quiet, you'll know if there's somebody around. And nobody bothers you if you do this right. Farmer might kick off, but you know, it's doubtful. That's why on the stealth camp, always carry your zombie slayer. Protect yourself somehow. And usually, if you do get found, it's just kids throwing stones and things like that. But in case there's some axe-wielding homicidal maniac on the loose, escape from an institution, you know, be prepared. Yeah, so I remember being about 15 or 16 going camping with a mate, and we saw a wildcat, big thing, a bit like a puma or a lynx or something like that. It's very pale in colour, browny grey. It's huge, absolutely huge, and we do have wildcats here in Wales. But I didn't think they were this close to this location. I thought they would be a lot deeper inland. You know, goes to show. If he comes back out, I'll try and get the camera turned on quick, and then you can see him saying good night. Anyway, I did want to just say it's a shame that my late father wasn't here to witness all this. Passed away a few years ago, and he loved camping. He took me camping when I was about 5 years old, and I've been hooked ever since. I don't know what he'd make of all this stealth camping. I think he'd have loved it, you know. I think he'd have loved YouTube and watching people's kit and camp, and he'd have loved it all. It's a real shame he's not about to see that. Yeah. Now then, before I go to bed, and it's quite a ritual if I do an overnighter, I'm going to mark my territory all the way around my tent. Now, I know it works with the brown bear. It discourages the brown bear. We haven't got any bears in this country, but it does seem to ward off other animals as well, rodents and things like that, and badgers, although I hope there's none around here. But things like that, you can either get a little fire going and just leave it burning, and that will discourage a lot of animals, or your candle in a jar, just leave that outside your tent. That will discourage the critters in the middle of the night that try and sleep under your fly sheet. But with me, I'm just going to mark my territory. Hey, there you go, it's 11:15. Little candle's still going. Very, very warm in here. And now I'm just going to select a movie. Can you hear that sheep? Coughing. Movie, videos, that's what I want. Got quite a selection here to watch. I've never seen Life of Pi. Don't know what that's going to be like. So, I don't know if you can see me. I hope you can see me by candlelight. It's 11:15 at night and there's still a nice bit of moonlight out there breaking through the clouds. This candle is keeping me very, very warm. You know, it's really good. Started raining a bit before, a bit of light drizzle. I'm going to leave the tent doors open tonight. I've got my Bergen in the way to stop any sheep getting in with me. But you know, it's a lovely night. I want to just put my can you hear him? Anyway, what I want to do is keep the doors open, let a bit of air in, and watch the night sky. And with a movie on a bit later. I've put Life of Pi onto my MP4, so I'm going to give that a go, see what it's like. There you go, that's the full moon behind clouds. Isn't it amazing? The stars are just starting to come out and you can't see them. In fact, you can't see anything that I am. Look at that. It's hard to describe just how big that is in the sky. But it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous night. It's really still, really quiet. All the animals seem to have gone to bed now. Even the owl that was tooting a while ago. Right, I'm going to have a Horlicks and turn in for the night. Okay, I've just got the stove on. I'm going to have drinking chocolate or something warm before I turn in for the night. The little night light's still going there, the candle. It's well gone midnight. I'm still not asleep. I was really tired when I got here, but I don't know. Just can't sleep tonight. I'll probably have a kip in the afternoon in the hammock on the way home. It's just so quiet here. It's great. It really is great. I wonder if you can see that star. No. See, I can see the stars and this camera's not picking it up. Anyway, just wait for this brew to do. Get some heat from this stove. It's not a really cold night, and I bought my Arctic bag, you know, as part of my sleep system. I've been warm all night. That UCO candle is really, really warm. I've had to open the doors, keep them open. I'll talk to you in a sec. Okay, I brought the pack in with me. It's down by my feet now. It seems to spread the tent out a bit better because it was collapsing in on one side. I'm a bit worried about this candle getting too close to fabric. Still burning. I'm going to keep it on until it burns itself out. The water has come in with me as well. Seemed to have stopped leaking. I hope. If it hasn't, I'll chuck it out. I'm really low on water supplies for breakfast tomorrow, so there's a little farmhouse at the top of the road here. I might knock on the door, ask them to fill it for me if they will, and then I'm just going to find a couple of trees, throw a hammock out, and have breakfast in a different location, somewhere a bit closer to home. Might even have a kip while I'm there. Morning. Good morning, good morning. It's today's Monday and it's 10 to 6 AM. I'm going to jump back in for another couple of hours. I just want to quickly mark my territory again. I've had a quick observation of the perimeter. Everything seems quite fine. Yes, it rained in the night. Tent did a good job. It's a bit chilly this morning. Got a bit chilly this morning in sleeping bag as well. But I think that was because I've got the foam pad and I didn't bring the air mattress out. Right, just give me a minute, yeah. Okay, it's I won't keep telling you what time it is, that'll get boring. It's time. I had a quick bath. I want to change my underwear, have a bath, what have you. Just going to boil some soapy water just to clean the cup, and then what I have here is one of them little Tupperware tubs, and I've got a little bit of water in. I'm going to boil some water just to take the chill off it. Okay, so I'll show you the Bushmans bath. This is a good one. Okay, the water's just boiled there. Let's take the chill off my bath water. There you have it. Now a lot of people will, there's my bar of soap, and I have a sponge, bath sponge there. Now a lot of people get the soap, wash themselves with it, and then find that they haven't got enough water to wash the soap off. So this is my Bushman's bath, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make some soapy water. I'm just rubbing it in my hands like I'm washing my hands. I'm making this very, very soapy. That should do. There's plenty of soap there. Look at that. There we are. Okay, I'm going to use the soap and sponge to wash myself down all over, and that way I'm not wasting any precious water. and I can do this now with a minimal of water, so I'm not wasting anything. That said, I'm totally out of water now. I'm going to have to find the kindness of a stranger and ask if they'll fill my water bladder up. But there's a farmhouse at the top there, and you can see how much water that has actually saved. You know, I've still got a lot left there, and of course it's not getting wasted. That's for my bottom half, and no, you won't be around while that's going on either. But I haven't even got enough for a brew in water wise, which is annoying, because I could really do with a brew. I'm going to have to fix this leaky bladder, I think. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, that's done. Feet are done. And now I just powder everywhere. Just finish off my feet. Now what I used to do, I used to have a Bushmans shower, and all that was 2 litre bottle of water with holes in it, and them holes would let the water out for the shower, and I'd hang it on a tree limb. And like I said, it took a lot of water. This you can do with just whatever water you've got left over. Now I've chose to have a bath rather than a brew. You know, a brew's nice to have. Oh, excuse me, put some powder down there. You know, a brew's nice to have in the mornings, but I really need to keep clean. Powder in your boots before you yomp home. Stop them sweating, smelling. Okay guys, that's your Bushman's bath. Simple. Okay, that's a Bergen all packed up, sleeping bag, tent, cooker, everything else. And all I'm going to do now is make sure camp is absolutely spotless of any rubbish that I've left. Okay, take your rubbish with you, leave no trace. If people know you've been here, then they'll be looking out for you next time, and you might not get a next time. And it's always handy, you know, to come back to the same locations, especially if you know the good ones. So keep things tidy. Okay then, that was my overnighter. Like I said, not a lot happens on my overnighters. I usually just read a book or something like that. I'm going to have to find a water source. There's a farm over there actually. Okay then, if you like what you saw, or you want to know more, or just some ideas for kit, you can always subscribe. If you're subscribed already, thanks again for watching. Okay, I'm out of here. And as usual guys, thanks for joining me on that one. And I'm gonna just go on without you and find some water. Take care, and I'll see you there.